thoughts on this weekend. So my hands are super shaky. We're still coming down from the mountain. So there's a lot of twists and turns, and I'm trying to make sure that I don't get car sick. So thoughts on this weekend? I thought it was a lot better than I thought in terms of like how people received the activities, because my worry was like people having similar expectations and people not being as connected because they're like, oh, we did this last year, and they're like, eh. But I definitely like how the red black game panned out. I was I was uncertain on how people were going to receive it because it was new and it required making them wait on purpose and dragging the game out just on purpose to really push buttons to test patience. And it also showed how people would interact in certain situations based off misunderstandings, because I shared the rules, but people internalized it and interpreted a version of it in their head. So which happens frequently, to be honest, when playing this game. I know my team did it and a whole bunch of other teams did it. I think my leadership group actually was one of the few groups that got everything black.
Dang.
So
Wow.
That's cool.
yeah, so but the way getting there was intense. Like people were like, there was people like Koki's like, we need to get the points. Like, but that's not like those kind of things. So, and then I definitely enjoyed the additional layers of the child parent photo. That was last year we did just the child photo, but this year we added a couple other things with Brandon adding a whole bunch of games, and then we just interweaved everything. But yeah, I thought the weekend was fun. Two things that really I noticed two people I noticed a lot in terms of like livening up was one, Melanie. Friday night I saw how exhausted she was from life just like challenging her a lot. But the minute she did pop group, I was like, oh yeah, there's like the
Life part.
the life again, life in the eyes again.
It's in the Lord.
And then second was Rebecca when we were doing the closing circle. Yeah, I'd never seen her like that lively. I mean, probably because I'm not that close to her, but like to us, yeah, I've never seen her like be vulnerable and be kind of almost bubbly.
So retreat was really, 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 really awesome. And I think we were talking about people coming out of their shells. So this year, Rebecca was like everyone was saying, like she was like way more bubbly, like way more open. I feel like way more vulnerable, and just because we see Becca and we're like, yeah, she's cool and like fuck everything and like, yeah, and edgy. And like there was just this very, very warm energy from her, and just like, I love you guys, but yeah, I love you too. So that was really, really fun. I think one of my favorite activities was us playing the Sell Your Friend game on the black market. And and it was really cool because everyone, like, when people would go, I feel like everyone just start to just ring in, and then we would get competitive and be like, ring, 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 ring. And then I'm like, I want to say my first. No, I want to say my first. And it was cool because everyone was so aggressively loving towards one another. God, this weekend was so much fun. There was definitely like highs and lows emotionally. And it was really, so my partner was Alondra, and it was really nice to like get to know her. She has this very like peaceful energy, and it was like cool to just like sit down and just like listen to her and like listen to her story and like, but like hold space for each other when we were doing the picture exercise where we were like, I like the drawing one, and just like looking at our drawings and then like looking at our younger selves. It was like really cool to hold that space, even though we haven't known each other for a long time. When she said that, she told me, you're doing your best, and it felt genuine. And like, even though like we haven't like really talked, like we just, when we got to know each other, and like her saying those words like really, really, really helped me and affirmed me, especially because words of affirmation are my love language. So it was really nice. It's like I gained like more friends. Yeah. Yeah. So some thoughts on retreat. Yeah.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to the back seats.
This is your host, Brandon Burciaga, or Brandon B. Welcome to the back seat. Back seats, back. All right. Okay. So, Joey, what did you think about this weekend? And that was Joey. Thank you so much for...
Piggybacking to what Emroy said, I did see a lot of growth just from like the first day where we're all chilling out to like getting more comfortable because we were like with our own partner for the rest of the day till the end of last night, I guess, till this morning. And like, it's weird. The vibe is like, it was warm before, but now it just feels like closely knit. Like, these people have a secret joke, and then these people have a secret joke, and then they have secret jokes with each other. Like the one where they're just like doing all these good rounds after waking up from a nap. Like, what the? Then Lauren tried it, and it happened. The pre-nap round. We're moving forward with that study, so we need some grants to prove that.
Are we fundraising?
Yes, or research for that. I'm done.
Like, very down to do that. I'm very down to get money for sleeping. Let's get money for sleeping. Not easy.
Thank you so much, Joey Adams. Coming up next, we have Max. Well, I believe that was Max. It might have been a goat. So, Max, go ahead and tell us what you thought about this weekend.
So this weekend, as not a member of Tantrum, but like I've gotten to know everybody like through the countless Zoom meetings like during the pandemic, and like my visits here before I like officially moved, and then now like with rehearsal, I got to know like people and like make friends with them, and now I'm just like I feel a little closer to them, even though like I never really got to like participate in like the partner stuff, obviously, because not a member of Tantrum, but just getting to see people like be super vulnerable with each other, with their partners, and like all together as a group. I'm just like, aw, not a family, but close enough. But yeah, it was really fun. And then, yeah, it's just also getting to watch everybody just be so fucking talented while they're supposedly too tired, haven't got any sleep, and just woke up. The fuck? Or injured. The fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. It's fun. Thanks for letting me come along, guys.
Yeah. For the viewers out there, go ahead and we can snap after snaps in there. Where all my soul sisters, let me hear y'all flow, sisters. Hey. All right, just kidding. All right, that was Max.
Yeah.
Thanks. So, my thoughts. It never gets old. Like, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Idlewild has such a energy to it that it's really hard to compare it to anything else. And I don't know if that's because I'm tainted from LA or that's just who they are. But the energy, the people, everything there is just so warm and welcoming that it changes kind of like your intentions and the ambiance of things. So I think that alone as the premise is a nice base to start things off with. And the cabins are beautiful. They're all connected, which is awesome. And it just feels like home, I feel like we're the damn Brady Bunch. We're just gonna like all live in this big house together and have moments together. And I think a lot of these bonding things, although I didn't cry, not me, I would never.
So cute.
I would never cry. And if any of you have videos of it, you will die. You will die. But yeah, I definitely it's enough to make a grown man cry, but not this grown man. Get back in there. So yeah, I think it touches on so many things, and I think the hard thing that we as humans have to understand is you're not the only one. Like, you may think your story is so unique and so, individual, but it's really not. There's a lot of people who are struggling just like you, almost identically the same way. And they're not that far. It's not like, oh, somebody in Washington is like me. It's like, no, literally, people in this room are going through the same thing or have gone through the same thing as you. So it was really nice for people to connect on that kind of level and see vulnerability like blatantly in front of your eyes.